Welcome back to the channel, guys. On today's episode, we got a new project car. You can probably kind of see it. I think we'll probably be the first ones to possibly do a rebuild on these on YouTube. I know there's Real Life Exotics that did a flood rebuild on his, but I have not seen one person do one that wasn't an accident like that. So we're gonna go ahead and show you all about it. Stay tuned. So here it is, guys. It came from Texas IAA. It's a 2017 Mercedes-Benz AMG GT. One of my many dream cars that I've always wanted. We got it for a really good deal. They go for about 115,000, 110. This one's only got 6,000 miles on it. We're gonna go ahead and get everything all situated on it and hopefully get this thing running and driving again. I'll show you guys inside the vehicle. We already took out the airbag on the driver wheel. The inside interior on this thing is just beautiful. You've got all your center buttons and consoles and whatnot all over here. You've got a shift pad. You've got the command unit, which is that big screen. Paddle shifters. The seats are just beautiful. And being a hardtop, you do get the sunroof on this as well. We've got the blacktop roof on it. It's got the spoiler, the LED lights all the way down the bottom of it. I just can't wait to get this thing to run and drive. We do need to replace the fender on it. The suspension was torn out. That was the old wheel right there. We're gonna go ahead and we're actually gonna go ahead and replace all four wheels. Personally, I like to add my own touch. White is my favorite color, especially being a pearl white. And we're gonna go ahead and just change all the wheels on it. This one wasn't too bad. It's got a little bit of a dinger on it right there. You can see from the back, it just broke the upper control arm ball joint and the lower control arm ball joint. So we got all the parts on the way. We've got everything going on. Got our radiators out. The radiator on this side was good to go. The center radiator unfortunately had a small little crack, which was right over here on the corner. And as you can see, it cracked right there. So, but besides that, everything else on it's good. The second radiator is good. That little hose was broken on it. It's a $50 hose. The biggest thing was the front bumper on this car is fully intact. And everything on it is just perfect. As you can see, this front bumper, I mean, it's intact. The little bottom splitters on it are messed up, but we don't really care about that. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the bigger chunk of money on this build and get this whole thing all carbon fibered up in the front. It's gonna be an extra $3 grand for the carbon fiber package, but I think it's gonna look really nice on this white. The cool thing with having the bumper with the vehicle, it saves a lot of money. That little emblem down there, I believe, is like 400 bucks probably. The little parking sensors that run down the bottom, I mean, you've got all your grills, all your fascia, all your little emblems. I guarantee that badge right there is 100 bucks. Behind the bumper, you've got all your components, all your grills, your wiring harness for your parking sensors and whatnot that run behind here. Yeah, so I love how everything's on here, and I don't really even think we need to paint the bumper because the bumper is in really good shape, and it's got the PPF paint protection on it as well. Over here, we got the radiator out this morning. Just trying to get everything out of the way so we can have it ready to go for parts when they come in, so we can get this thing running and driving. And inside to our shop, we got everything out. Boy, was this a lot of work. I mean, there is connections for your fan assembly, hoses here, wires there. You've got hoses here that you got to disconnect. It looks probably a lot easier. I mean, there's stuff that goes here, hoses there. I mean, it's just so tucked in that it's just really tight to work on. But we got it done. We got both of our tools up here to get everything situated. Got all the covers, the plastic trim, and all what that stuff all off. But here's the walk around of the vehicle, guys. The back of this thing is just gonna look really cool with that carbon diffuser we have on the way for it. And guys, stay tuned. This is one of my dream cars that I've always wanted to build, and I cannot wait to get this thing running and driving and getting it actually inside the shop. Even just put it on the lift. All right, so we got the driver steering wheel airbag already out of the vehicle. Besides that, we're gonna have to get this knee one out. It's been a nightmare. I mean, this is the aftermath of it. You can see scratches, cuts everywhere. But we got it mostly out. We got all the bolts out of the bottom of this thing. Had to unclip all this. All the bolts are from behind, so you got to stick your hand from underneath this all the way in just to get all the bolts. All of them were Torx bolts, so you got to use a 1/4 inch ratchet. I mean, just get prepared to cut yourself on every little thing that you can. The gauge cluster has to come out. Got the cluster out over there. Pretty much everything has to come out from the lower dash, upper dash fascia. So let's go ahead and try to pull this and wiggle this airbag out of here. That is the knee airbag. And then we got to disconnect a yellow tab. That's the pressure sensor for this airbag, which you can see it's right here. And we're gonna pull this out. And there is your knee airbag. So you can get that part number, order the part. We've already ordered the parts. We already figured out all the part numbers. And guys, the way the airbag system works on any vehicle, you've got your connectors right there for the driver airbag. This is the flat bottom steering wheel on the AMG versions, but pretty much every car is the same. You want to watch out for yellow wires like this. Anything that's yellow like this, that is your airbag wires. They do have 2 prongs on the other side of them, and these 2 prongs deliver a charge if you ever get in an accident. So what ends up happening is if you get in an accident, the crash sensors that are up front triggers this wire that's got a charge onto an explosive device, which is in here, which plugs into there. And this is like has like some sort of explosive device in there, and it detonates the airbags. And so the airbag then detonates and protects you. But after you're done with it, or if you want to rebuild the vehicle or whatnot, or replace them, you do have to get new airbags. So this is a Takata airbag. They're pretty popular. Looks like it's made in Knoxville, USA. So we're gonna go ahead and get all this stuff situated. This was a big pain in the butt to get just the knee airbag out. Otherwise, the rest of it was pretty simple. So we got this vehicle from Houston IAA, Insurance Auto Auctions. We took a big gamble on it. We didn't even know if the car runs, drives. I mean, obviously that doesn't drive. The suspension was off of the vehicle, but we don't even know anything about it. Like, you don't know underneath the car how it looks. You don't know, I mean, so it could be all bad. If that motor was bad, I mean, that motor's $30,000. That's not even counting labor to install it. And, you know, you always take, you know, calculated risks. We do take calculated risks, but also, I mean, it is kind of a gamble. So, but, you know, when you do big risks, you also get big rewards, hopefully, if it works out. So stay tuned, guys. I can't wait to get everything back together on this vehicle, get it started, get it running and driving, get it inside the shop. We got a lot of carbon fiber parts coming in for this thing, new wheels, suspension. I mean, it's gonna look really cool. We're gonna tune this thing, get a stage 2 tune on it, hopefully make around 700 something horsepower on it, maybe 800. But guys, stay tuned. If you like watching this kind of stuff, I love building this kind of stuff. Smash that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. If you guys like it, what kind of wheels, what color would look nice on it. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace.